Hello, it's Darren from Grills Plants here in Cornwall in the UK. Today is the 6th of March, and today we're going to be planting this is a second early potato, but this would be a good time to do a first early potato as well. So although we're doing it on the 6th of March, you could ideally leave it another couple of weeks or leave it to the end of March, and these will still be good to go in the ground at that point. So also I'll just mention that yes, we're in Cornwall, so our climate is quite mild. So if you're in the UK, the further you go up, then it's going to be colder. The date that I'm putting them in, it wouldn't be the date that you'd be putting them in, let's say, if you're in Hartlepool or North Wales or the Midlands, and so on and so forth. Obviously you've got to look at your temperatures, and for Cornwall we're okay to plant them now. As I said, this is a second early, and this is a variety called Charlotte. These are a very reliable potato. The other one I'd recommend is Casablanca. We've grown Casablanca a lot in the past, which are a first early. The downside with Casablanca is that if you try to steam them, they tend to fall apart too quickly. So Charlotte doesn't do that so much. Charlotte is a nice solid potato, we'll call it that. So I always buy potatoes off a company called Jameson's Brothers in Scotland. Very good potato growers. So really, since sort of early February, these potatoes have been what they call chitting. So as you can see, we've got them in an egg box, we've had them in close to a windowsill, and chitting means that basically we start the shoots off, as you can see here, like the shoots have really sort of come to life. And that's what we do by called chitting. You don't have to chit, you can just put the potatoes in the ground and you'll find that they'll still grow. We do it because we just do. It's an old-fashioned thing, I suppose. I'm going to show you a potato, and I'm going to take some of the chits off, and I'll explain why. So here is one of these Charlotte potatoes. Now, how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 little chits on them. So I tend to, again, you don't have to, but I'm going to reduce this to 3 chits, and I'm going to do that because then rather than getting lots of small potatoes, I'm more likely to get potatoes which are half decent size, a bit like this one. You'll still get some small ones, but reducing the chits means you will not get all potatoes will be small. So I'm looking at the best chits. Obviously this one on the top is a good one here, look. That is a very good one there. Possibly that one there to keep as well. So with the other ones, that one there, just put your fingernail in and take it off, rub it off, there you go. And we do the same with that one up there. We're just gonna take that one off, and then we're looking still, we've got 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to take that one off again, fingernail, just take it off. So we should now be left with, hang on, what's this here? Have we got one there? No, we haven't. That's just a bit of rough potato. So there's 1 chit, there's 2, and there's the 3rd one. So that's the reason we take it down to 3 chits. Some people take it down to 2, we do to 3. So now planting them. So looking at the tape measure here, this is what I would suggest. Other people will say different. I would say a minimum depth of probably around 5 centimeters, 5 inches, sorry, 5 inches there. That's 5 inches, which is about nearly 15 centimeters. That's the minimum depth you want to plant them. I actually go to 8 inches. There's 8 inches, which is 20 centimeters. So that's the depth I'm going to put them. Now we talk about what between each seed potato, what's the gap that we're going to leave. Now, if you look online, they'll probably sell you 50 to 60 centimeters. And that is 60 centimeters, which is basically just under 2 feet. I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to take it to 50 centimeters between each plant, which is just over, what's that, 1 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just over 1 foot 7 inches is what I'm going to take it to. So there is the gap between each plant when you put them in the ground. So I dig a trench. Trench is an essential. You can just dig a hole where you're going to put the potato, part it, and do it that way. I do it this way. A lot of people do it this way because it's going to be nice loose soil, and then I'm going to put some bloodfish and bone in the trench before I cover the potatoes over. Now, so what I do for the spacing, I have a Pacific bamboo cut to 50 centimeters. So as you can see, I can actually set them out 50 centimeters apart. So there they are in my trench now, and they're 50 centimeters apart. With the chits, which we talked about, the little shoots facing upwards. Next job is I'm going to give them a bit of feed to get them going in the trench, which is called blood, fish and bone. Here we are, sprinkle along into the trench to get it going. So we're going to give a nice sprinkling of it. Here we are. How about that? So you can see where I've mounded the earth over here and over here. This is going to be now backfilled with a rake without disturbing the seed potatoes, making sure those chits stay upright. So trench filled in. What I've done before I filled the trench in, put a couple small little bamboos so I know where the row is this end, and then going along, there's my bamboos to know where the end of the row is now. Don't trample this down, just leave it as it is. Don't stand on it, let it naturally settle, this earth. And then what you'll need to do next is, when you've got the all shoots in this row, above ground, it's favourable if you do a thing called banking, which is basically, if I grab my rake, so either side of the row you've got earth here, which is just the same level. What you want to do is take this earth and do what they call bank it. So we'd pile this earth on top in almost like a triangle mound, like so, to cover those shoots up when they all appear. That will invigorate the potato plant to actually grow even more and give you better potatoes. So I hope for this video is being quite helpful. So this is just obviously here in Cornwall, so obviously dates could be different in the area that you live. I would suggest just looking it up on Google. It will tell you, you know, when best to plant first and second early potatoes in your area, and what month to do it in. So just to finish off, what I'm going to do is take a bit more of this bloodfish and bone. I've got a little pot with holes in the bottom, and I'm just going to sprinkle another bit on the top for good measures, and then when it rains next, it'll wash in, and that'll feed the potato as it starts growing as well. There, hopefully it's been helpful. Any questions, just put it in the comments and I'll do my best to come back to you and answer them. Good luck if you're trying it.